There was a woman who grew up in a very difficult situation, only to be defeated by her adversity. She was Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Gail Winfrey was born Oprah Gail Winfrey, born January 29, 1954, is a female communications director, actress, talk show host, television producer and philanthropist. She is best known for the talk show The Oprah Winfrey Show, which is the highest-rated television show in history and held nationwide from 1986 to 2011 in Chicago. Dubbed the Queen by any means, she is the richest African American of the 20th century and North America's first black billionaire, and is ranked as the greatest black philanthropist in American history. She is also sometimes ranked as the most influential woman in the world. Winfrey was born into poverty in rural Mississippi with a single teenage mother and later grew up in the city of Milwaukee. She has stated that she was harassed in early childhood and early teens and pregnant at the age of 14. Her son was born prematurely and died in infancy. Winfrey was later sent to live with a man she called her father, Vernon Winfrey, a barber in Tennessee, and found a job in the radio station during high school. At 19, she was the host of the local evening news. Winfrey used to host the show Emotionally, which eventually led to her transitioning to the daytime talk show, and after pushing a third-ranked local chat program to number 3. Most of all, she launched her own TV production company and became an international company. At the age of 6, Winfrey came to live with her mother in Milwaukee, though she could not find where her mother was as supportive and encouraging as her grandmother. Here Winfrey suffered some mistreatment because of her dark skin, forced to sleep on the porch in the cold as well as humiliated by her face. Oprah reported that she was raped when she was 9 and was often seduced by her aunt's boyfriend. Oprah slipped into a life of immorality. When she was hired to work for a local television station, Nishido's WTVF-TV, Winfrey was the youngest news host who was also the first black woman to host a news program here. In 1976, Winfrey went to work for WJD-TV in Baltimore, a co-presenter of the news at 6, and she was recruited to join Richard Sher to host WJD's local talk show, People Are Talking. The Audience first aired on August 14, 1978. In 1983, Winfrey traveled to Chicago, Illinois to host WLS-TV's AM Chicago, at the time being low on The Audience. Fake. When the first part of the show was aired on February 2, 1984, the show was a success and was renamed The Oprah Winfrey Program, which lasted up to an hour, starting from August 8. 1986 was covered nationwide. By the mid-1990s, the program content became more serious, covering issues that Winfrey considered were important to women such as infidelity, child abuse and cosmetic surgery. Winfrey often interviews famous people about their related fields such as cancer, charity work, or abuse. Winfrey also interviews ordinary people who have done something special or relevant. One of the programs in recent years is the Wildest Dreams Tour, which turns many people's dreams into reality, like dreams of a new home, once meeting people. Artists they love, or once appearing in a popular TV show as a host, informal discussions and Q&A talks with celebrities after the show was broadcast. In the content of Oprah after the show, Oprah Backstage, on her Oxygen Radio. In 1985, Winfrey starred in an adaptation of Alice Walker's award-winning literary work, The Color Purple, and won the acclaim as a wife in distress. Nominated for Best Female Role for the Oscars, but lost it to Angelica Houston, The Color Purple was made into a Broadway musical in late 2005 with Oprah as producer. October 1998, Oprah participated in the making of Beloved, based on Tom Morrison's Pulitzer Prize-winning literary work of the same name, in the roles of producers and actors. Oprah had to experience the experience of a slave for 24 hours, like being tied, blindfolded and abandoned in the forest. Although Winfrey spent 2 television programs and spent on advertising, the film lost approximately $20 million United States dollars. Winfrey was the recipient of the Bob Hope Humanitarian Award at the 2002 Emmy Awards for his contributions to. In 2004, Oprah and the film team performed a program titled Kindness at Christmas, in which Winfrey with his close friend Gail, colleague Stedman Graham and the film crew went to South Africa. Reported on the plight of children living in poverty and living with AIDS. During the 21-day trip, Oprah and the crew visited schools and orphanages in 4 neighborhoods and other places in the region, distributing Christmas presents to 50,000 children and dolls for girls and soccer for boys. Each student was given a backpack filled with school supplies as well as 2 school uniforms, 2 pairs of socks, 2 underwear sets and a pair of shoes. Through her TV program, Oprah asked the audience to close. For Oprah's Angel Network for African children with AIDS and living in poverty, with the promise of personally checking the use of donations. The world has sent $7 million United States dollars. On February 9, 2006, Oprah signed a $55 million 3-year contract with XM Satellite Radio to set up a new radio channel, Oprah and Friends, with the arrival of former collaborate with Winfrey on The Oprah Winfrey Show and O Magazine like Nate Berkus, Drive, Mehmet Oz, Bob Green, Dr. Robin Smith and Marianne Williamson. Under the contract, Winfrey must broadcast 30 minutes a week and 39 weeks each year. Winfrey appeared on the 30-minute weekly show with his friend Gayle King, with the event that Winfrey received a large sum of money just to air in a relatively short amount of time. Analysts thought this was a mistake of XM and asked the board of directors to resign. Because Winfrey's listeners were extremely loyal to her, the remaining problem was that a 30-minute broadcast every week was enough to grow the number of subscribed listeners. Will be broadcast from a new record in Oprah's headquarters in Chicago, when the broadcast is set for September 2006, and many people attribute the success of Winfrey to partly due to racial and gender bias. When discussing infidelity, Winfrey often mentions betrayed men and deceived wives, only mentioning sketchy women of unfaithfulness and a quick glance at the critiques for surnames. You have just seen the success Oprah Winfrey has achieved in many difficult lives. Please subscribe to the channel to support us. Goodbye and see you again.